Hi, I'm show producer Rob Fulmer. He'd be forgiven for not knowing where Wellton, Arizona is prior to a few years ago. That is, unless you knew about 2001's The Forsaken. I'm not talking about the 2015 Western with Kiefer Sutherland. I'm talking about a box office bomb. This movie is a derivative vampire movie shot in the area around Yuma and included some scenes in the gas station and hotel in Wellton. Wellton is date country. Bejeweled dates. It's also the home of High Tanks Brewery, new territory on the Arizona beer frontier. High Tanks started on the property of a working date farm. Andrew Bauman, director of the Arizona Craft Brewers Guild, visited both locations, and he sat down with Kase and Misty Limmeroth at the farm brewery for casual conversation.
It's fine. You're good. You do whatever makes you comfortable. You don't have to be on. You do whatever you want. It's fine. So, we've had some, I've gotten to take a look at the brewery already. We'll get some video of that later.
Cool.
But tell me a little bit about the whole story. Like, you grew up here, you found this farm. How did it all go down?
So, we did not grow up here. We're both born and raised in Oregon, small town Oregon. And it's basically the short answer is it's kind of been a 20-year family project. My folks bought the original 40 acres here, bought another 40 acres. They put kind of the heavy lifting in on the first 10 years of the project, and we've been here 11 years now. So we took it over from them, leased the farm, kind of started out with mainly just farming activities, some hospitality here.
What kind of farming?
Date farming.
Date farming.
3,000 date palms were right out there.
And you said earlier, you only sell like 500,000 pounds. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of dates.
We're a small producer for sure, as date producers go. So.
Okay.
But it's a big part of our business. It's a big part of the ambiance here. It's a big part of our beer, which is kind of fun. We also have, a restaurant here, a restaurant in Wellton, where we feature a lot of date recipes as well. We use a lot of, try and use them for, dressings, and we do a date pizza. We do, all kinds of stuff. So lots of date stuff.
I always make my energy bar with dates as the sweetener because it's better.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's nice. So that's kind of the family history. Like I say, Misty and I have been here. She bought me a homebrew kit in 2010 for Christmas, I believe it was. And so that's where the brewing kind of passion started.
Probably because he didn't have enough going on.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh, he's taking up.
Yeah, in 2010, we were both up in Oregon. I was in construction. So, it was our weekend Sunday fun day, brew beer, drink beer, and kind of caught the bug there. And we started, when did we get our license here? 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
So started in on a one barrel kind of glorified homebrew system, ran that for a year. And
so when you made that beer, what did you do with it? You sold it here at the ranch?
Yes, everything was sold on site. Yeah, we knew obviously we weren't going to be able to make enough of it to support our fans. We kind of started an early brew, we called it a brew club. Folks could come join us on brew day. We'd brew beer. They'd contribute for ingredients. And so they could, if they happened to be riding by, and if I was here on site, we could go have a sample of our beer. And
you say happened to be riding by.
Yeah.
That happens a lot?
That happens a lot. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is very much kind of side-by-side country where everybody has side-by-sides, Jeeps, motorcycles, off-roaders of all kinds. We're half a mile from the Barry Goldwater bombing range and some really spectacular mountains and natural formations and plant life, wildlife, all kinds of cool stuff back there. So it's a pretty special location in terms of just the geography of it. And so there are a lot of people out here enjoying that aspect.
Cool.
So
yeah,
we're so High Tanks is actually High Tanks Brewing Company is named after a natural granite formation. There's some mountains about 20 miles south and east of here that have 3 granite tanks that go up the side of the mountain, Granite Mountain.
Uh-huh.
And so the tanks have been a natural collection for rainwater. And it's not uncommon for those things, especially as you get up higher, for them to have water in them, all the way through the summer, depending on what the rains do. So it was a watering hole, 100, 200, 300, 400 years ago as people traveled. This is actually the road out here is the El Camino del Diablo. So this road was one of the main north-south passages from Sonora, Mexico, to the crossing at Yuma. And that was typically the direction people were going towards California. So,
and all the way up to San Francisco, right?
Yeah. So this is and we sit literally right here is the El Camino. So it's the road of the devil.
It's super cool.
Yeah, it is.
So you started on your one barrel system. You have an entertainment venue here with a stage. You've got a bar, the restaurant. Was that all in place when you started brewing? No. So it just grew and grew and grew.
Everything's been a little bit by little bit.
So you had the bar and you had the brewery and you had a little stage with a few tables and fire pits.
Yeah. Well, we actually started the restaurant first.
Okay.
So the restaurant, we started out as just a farm store. So we were just selling dates, just date shakes. And then
little snacks. Yeah.
Eggs. Every year we would do, different things with the dates. We did the date treats. We started doing, the menu just expanded year after year. And I mean, we've had this going almost since we started the
little
store.
snack store. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We still call it the store, even though it's really a restaurant.
Yeah.
But that was the first step. It was always the plan to have a brewery here. There was a few things, lack of experience, lack of capital, we were burying all our energy into the farming operation to begin with to get it off the ground. So that was where everything went as we got started and underway down here 11 years ago. I guess Misty just told me this morning.
You're getting the briefing.
And it's expanded all the way to, we have big campouts out here. So every year we have a big Volkswagen camp out. And so one weekend out of the year, a bunch of Volkswagens come out, they camp out. We do all of our live music 3 days a week anyways, but it's just a really good time to have people out here. This year we've also got a bunch of side-by-side a big side-by-side group that's coming to camp out for the weekend. This last weekend, we had a bunch of RVs out here, just a group that just wanted to camp together.
Yeah.
And so it's nice.
And you have some tents over there.
Yeah.
So you put your own tent camping thing together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we have a little glamping, which has been really cool. They're actually queen size beds inside them, nicely appointed, heat. We tear them down in April, so there's definitely no AC in them. So, but that's been a nice addition. We do hip camp out here, so folks can cart like you did last night. You could have pulled in here and cart camped. We do harvest hosts, so a lot of folks will pull through it doing harvest hosts. So in the music and the fun really kind of drives a lot of traffic our way. The other kind of cool thing, or at least interesting thing about where we are is we're number 2 of 2 breweries here in this area, in Yuma County. So there's not a lot of breweries. Prison Hill, of course, are great neighbors. We're the first and kind of the pioneers. I guess there was one before them, but they didn't last very long. But we were very pleased to, bring craft beer to the community where, we're kind of in a beer desert here. I'm not going to lie, literally and figuratively. Yeah.
This particular part is a beer desert.
Yes.
Out there is a beer desert.
Yes. Yes.
That is awesome. So after you had your one beer brewery, you have the restaurant, you have entertainment venue, and then you decided to scale up your brewing.
Well, we kind of had to.
How long did that take?
It took a year.
Okay.
So I gathered used parts and pieces where I could. I actually bought the brew house from Kitsune in off of Bell Road there.
Mhm.
And so they were great. They were awesome to work with, great guys. Picked up tank by tank by tank, just watched
Pro brewer, whatever.
brewer
Yeah.
auctions. So
Mhm.
we picked up a lot of our stuff through auctions. And so, yeah, we piecemealed it together, kind of the farmer way,
Right.
Did it pretty much all ourselves. We did hire a consultant to come in. He kind of just did some layout for me and said, this needs to go here and that needs to go there. And that was valuable.
Right.
I'm glad we did. We literally just brought him in for the weekend. But we really, for all intents and purposes, did all of the, the process piping and systems in-house with the exception of electrical. So it was, that was challenging and fun. Being a builder, that was awesome.
Yeah.
It was a lot to noodle through and engineer, but I'm not an engineer, but I definitely had a good time noodling through all that. So
And you have friends.
yeah,
They can help out. It's nice. Cool.
So the 5-barrel brew house, again, we started out with 3 7-barrel tanks, a 5-barrel bright, and we used a 5-barrel for a CLT, 10-barrel HLT. So we're kind of in the process of kind of rethinking some of that right now to get a little more production out of the 5-barrel before we have to buy a bigger brew house.
You should talk to Ranch Hand. They're ready to get rid of some stuff super cheap.
Oh, okay. All right. Good to
I'll
know.
give you the number
All
later.
right. Thank you. Nice to know.
Yeah. And now you have a head brewer, you have an assistant brewer, and they both come from the local community.
They do. Yeah. Yep. So Kellen is our head brewer. He actually was born and raised about 20 miles to the east of here. Local farm boy with a passion for fermenting. It was very fortuitous that we got together. We'd been friends for, several years, 7-8 years before he actually came on board here. And so he came on board and then shortly thereafter, so one of our kind of characters on site here that comes back and works every year, his name is Savino Sterlacki. And he ran World of Beer and started it in Florida and franchised out, was later bought out by Outback Steakhouse. I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's a New Yorker. And
I got to spend some time with him at GABF. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He's
quite
a
character.
storyteller.
Oh, yes. And he knows a lot about beer.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He helped us hire a consultant, a guy that was shutting down his brewery in North Carolina. Well, he was going through a divorce, so he had to sell the brewery in North Carolina. So we hired John, who came and consulted with us to get kind of production and fine-tune our recipes for the scale up and all that. So he spent 6 months with Kellen and I, and we got things dialed in really well. Kellen's a great student, so he's really he loves it. So Kellen soaked up a lot of information from John. So John was world-class brewer for sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And I had your beers at GABF. So I have been lucky enough to already have them. The date beers, there are many date beers there, which I thought, great way to stand out, great way to really promote your community and the ethos of the whole brewery. It's really cool. So you're using locally produced malt now.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing that? Tell me more about that.
So we were able to convert completely, about 2 months ago? I think
It was longer than that.
3 months ago, maybe. Yeah, I guess it was during summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we were able to
Almost 6 months ago, I think.
kind of determine that everything was meeting the specs for our recipes, and so we went full bore with Sinagua. Really, really happy with those malts.
Yeah, Kellen seemed very stoked.
Oh yeah, he is very stoked. And again, supporting Arizona business is important to us, and keeping things as local as we can is always a critical thing for us.
Great.
So
And you opened a pizza place
Yeah.
off-site.
Yeah.
So up until this point, everything's been here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now we're venturing out to location number 2, which is always the hardest location, even if it's only 15 minutes away, because you can't be there all the time. So how's that been?
Yeah, it's been a interesting. I mean, it was a little bit of a learning curve for us. Things out here are just very relaxed, and it's more of a venue, event venue, and there it's a 7-day-a-week pizzeria and tap room, and it's been really good though. I think we've done really well with it. We've got good employees, which helps a lot. So yeah, we're able to have all of our beers there, which is great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And I saw you have a giant billboard.
we do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm driving into town, and of course I have Google Maps up, so I know what's coming up. But there's a huge beer glass on this billboard, and I think that is so awesome. Really, when I drove up and saw that, I went, "What?" And I didn't even care what it said. I was
Right.
exiting. Like, that is so cool. I wish more people did that. I've seen a few breweries that have had billboards that are smaller breweries like you, and they really do a great job of giving that feel of like, hey, come on in, instead of like, oh, buy something from me.
Right. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, the beer truck's here, you guys.
Yeah, we still, so being where we are in the desert, and part of our crowd is a snowbird crowd.
Sure.
So we have a fair number of Coors Light drinkers.
Yeah.
As much as we try to convert to our,
Yeah.
we have a nice light beer, and we're able to convert some, but not all.
Sure.
So
I think when I was with Uncle Bear's, it took 3 or 4 years of me brewing before they said, we're taking it off draft and putting it only in bottles. So, like, I totally get it.
Yeah.
If people want that and that would stop them from coming in, sell them that.
yes,
Whatever, man.
exactly.
How has the snowbird situation gone so far?
So this year is definitely down from everything I've heard.
But how are you feeling it? Are you feeling it?
We, so I think what's happening here is our crowd just gets younger and younger.
Okay.
As people discover that we're here and we're
Mhm.
actually providing entertainment and doing the things that we're doing out here, it's very, very common for us to have. I mean, I'm guessing most weekends it's, I would say the median age is probably dropped by 10 or 15 years. So
Sure. Cool.
So that's been good for us because we did start just primarily snowbird. That was our primary crowd. There's a lot of younger folks that do the 4x4 and the side-by-siding.
Yeah.
There's a lot of folks that bring their kids out. Of course, we have a playground, and so we definitely accommodate the young ones, which I know is it can be challenging, but we've kind of found a good balance with it. There's enough room around here.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of places for them to run.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the biggest, I think, issue that people have with kids in breweries.
right.
Oh, they're running around.
Yeah.
No, run around, y'all.
Yeah, we're very kid friendly, very dog friendly. So people are able to bring their dogs as long as they're on a leash, and
Sweet.
we have just as many kids and dogs out here as we do adults most days.
Yeah, that is a pretty even split.
Yeah.
And of course, cornhole
But we
boards
love it.
and different games, the normal brewery stuff. But
Yeah.
people are starting to again.
No one's gonna call this a normal brewery,
Right.
FYI.
Right.
Like, it's an adventure park, really, that has beer. It's great.
Yeah.
What does the future look like for you guys? I know you just ramped up with the new restaurant, so maybe that's
Yeah, so we've always got future plans. That's part of who we are, I guess. We are definitely looking to do some brewery improvements. We're switching over to the instant hot water heaters for our hot liquor. Hopefully add a couple more 10-barrel tanks. That would be this year. And then maybe a year or so down the road, we're looking for a new brew house. But we'll just have to see how it all rolls out.
Yeah.
And then distribution locally is kind of a key for us. We really want people to know us locally. We feel like we should be everywhere locally. Of course, we can't produce enough beer to do that right now. So I think we have 10 or 12, 13 just local accounts that, unfortunately, they're high volume accounts, so we're already behind the 8 ball. But they're good ones, and where folks recognize us and recognize craft beer. So that's.
So this is in Wellton and Yuma.
Yeah.
Yes. So really nothing in Wellton. We're the only game in town in Wellton. So
got to get in at the hotel. Just put them in the bar there.
They don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Microtel. I don't think they even have a convenience bar. But we're in Boston's
Pizza.
Yeah, so that one. We're coming out with some fun new stuff. I won't announce it yet or tell you yet, but you'll know about it soon enough. But we're gonna really kind of, it's a regional beer that we've brewed specifically kind of to what we've figured out, sort of the tastes of this particular area, the Southwest.
Great.
Obviously, it's going to be a light beer because
it
seems like that's what everybody likes down here.
I think that's pretty much a big trend right now everywhere. Yeah. So you're right on point there. Cool.
Yeah. So we'll be announcing that here. I think we're going to package it within the next week or so. So we'll do a little fun thing for that.
Doing some canning.
We do. So we have a little 2-head. Counter pressure canner. So it's obviously not a profit making scenario. It's more of a marketing thing. But yeah, we have our Daphne's Date Ale is going in cans, and we're designing a couple of cans for our hazy and for the new beer.
The new beer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where could people like me pick those cans up?
So right now it's either here or what is it? 4th Avenue.
Fortuna Liquor Store.
Fortuna.
Okay,
Liquor
great.
Store. Yeah,
all right.
Yep.
So
dig it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been working with Bridge PHX out of Phoenix for our can design, and
okay.
You saw the Daphne can at GABF, so they'll be doing the other 2 as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here. I cannot wait to bring my wife down to camp here for a weekend.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
She needs it.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yes.
So much stress.
Yeah.
Bring the dogs, our little chihuahua run around.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
it'll be cool. Okay, well, thank you again.
All right.
We'll talk to you later.
Andrew.
All right.
Thank you.
That's it.
That's it.
That didn't hurt at all, did it?
Didn't hurt a bit.
Well, that was fun, and I'm super envious of Andrew for making it out to High Tanks before I was able to do it, although I did also see them at Great American Beer Festival. Stay tuned. We've got a couple other interviews from Yuma, and we have a show coming up with Camila Alarcon. We're going to talk about some legal issues that have come up recently. So hopefully you're going to enjoy these shorter interviews when we're all kind of pressed for time and spending it with family. So again, Merry Christmas and have a good New Year.